I have a question for the guys. Could you handle more than one wife? Seriously, could you handle more than one wife? I'm not talking about, your wife and a side piece. I'm talking about three wives. There's a gentleman down there. I think it would be difficult, extremely difficult, man. But Henry Betsy Jr., a 50-year-old Florida man, was arrested for felony bigamy after secretly marrying three women, Tanya, Brandy, and Michelle, in different counties between 2020 and 2022, keeping each unaware of the others. Betsy, who met his wives on dating apps like Tinder, Stir, and Match.com, targeted recently divorced women, presenting himself as a charming partner seeking commitment, only to exploit them financially with allegations of pushing for joint bank accounts. His scheme unraveled when Tanya, his first wife, discovered his other marriages through county record searches and alerted the others, leading to his arrest in Seminole County. Betsy pleaded no contest in May of 2025, receiving 2 years probation, 100 hours of community service, and a ban from dating apps. Damn. Prompting his wives to criticize Florida's lack of centralized marriage registry. The case, which gained national attention, has sparked calls for systemic reforms to prevent such deception. That brother, bro, he banned from the dating apps. Oh, let's get to it, man. It's crazy. Crazy story.
But first, our I-Team has an update on a story we broke earlier this year. Good evening and welcome to ABC Action News at 6. I'm Wendy Ryan.
I'm Paul Agrone. A Florida man was thrown in jail after his wife discovered that he was married to 2 other women at the same time. He was back in court yesterday for his sentencing hearing after pleading guilty to bigamy, which is a felony.
And new tonight, I-Team investigator Adam Walser is following through with the latest developments in this strange case. And it was shared all across social media.
Henry Betsy Jr. pleaded guilty to a single felony count of bigamy back in May. But after he entered that plea deal, he was arrested in another state, leading the judge to revoke his bond. When we last saw Henry Betsy Jr. in court, he was dressed in a sports shirt and blazer with his new girlfriend beside him.
Yeah, Henry, we want to get your side of all this. What can you tell us?
Well, unfortunately, I'm unable to talk at this moment.
But when he arrived for his sentencing hearing Thursday, he was wearing handcuffs and an orange Hernando County jail uniform. His bond revoked by the judge because he was arrested for assault and battery of a family or household member. The alleged assault took place in Virginia, where he and his girlfriend had traveled to attend a wedding. Thursday's hearing was all about the felony bigamy charge we first told you about in May. 3 Florida women from 3 different Florida counties all met Henry Betsy Jr. on dating websites and married him at county courthouses during a 2-year period. Only one of his wives was willing to appear on camera.
I met him on Match.com.
He said all the right things.
He sold the perfect person when in reality he was none of those things.
Betsy didn't get divorces or annulments before marrying again. Last year, Tanya Betsy learned Henry was married to Michelle and Brandy Betsy.
I just started county by county putting his name in, and that's when I came up with the marriage to Michelle and the marriage to Brandy.
She found me and she messaged me, and I had no idea that she was actually still married to him.
The wives all blame the state of Florida for not cross-referencing marriage licenses between counties.
Because if there were safeguards in place and there was cross-referencing on different counties here in the state of Florida, none of this would have ever happened.
If the counties did talk, that would have saved me a lot of heartache, a lot of money, a lot of stress.
At Thursday's sentencing, Michelle Betsy addressed the judge.
And I am unfortunately still the wife of the defendant. I am not here today just as a woman who was betrayed by someone I once trusted, but also speaking on behalf of the other women involved. What he did was not a mistake, it was a deliberate choice, and choices have consequences.
Henry also spoke.
First and foremost, I want to apologize to the ladies for it, and I want to apologize to the court administration and also to my family and friends that have to be involved in this, because ultimately this is something that, I did not wish on anyone.
Because Henry had no prior criminal convictions and his case in Virginia has not been resolved, the judge said he was limited under the law in what sentence he could impose.
Adjudicated guilty of the bigamy offense which is going to make him a convicted felon. I'm going to sentence him to 2 years of probation with 8 days credit for time served. He'll undergo a mental health evaluation. He'll complete a certified batterers intervention program.
Deputies collected Henry's fingerprints and a DNA sample as part of the protocol following his felony conviction. Betsy's former wives and their family and friends said they had hoped he would see jail time, but were glad to put a difficult chapter behind them.
And while it was not jail sentence, the fact that he is now a convicted felon, that speaks mountains. And I feel like that is vindication on our part.
Was that the first time you've heard him say, "I'm sorry"?
Absolutely. And I'm sure that it was only said because it was recommended by his attorney to say. Do I think that he has any remorse? Absolutely not.
Michelle says she's now talking to state legislators, hoping they'll introduce a law calling for some type of statewide marriage license database.
We can take this to the next level, that we all here in the state of Florida can learn from this, and that we can put up safeguards so that this doesn't happen to other women.
In addition to that probation, the judge ordered Betsy to stay off of social media and dating websites, and he also ordered him not to have any contact with his 3 former wives. I'm I-Team investigator Adam Walser with photojournalist Matt McGlashan taking action for you.
Adam, thank you. And here's a look at Adam's original story that was shared all over different social media platforms. You can find the story on our website at abcactionnews.com. There you'll also find a form.
That's crazy. Look, man, one of those women gonna go back. Watch. My man had 3 wives and he got his new girlfriend at court. My man's a Mac. Think about this, man. He had in court for having 3 wives. It's a bigamy charge, right? So they adjudicated that he's gonna get, what did they say? 2 years probation, 100 hours of community service. My man walking to court, battling against three wives, and he's got his girlfriend on his arm. My man is a Mac. Man, they wanted him to go to jail. Look, I think this is comical, okay? I'm not saying it's right. I think it's funny, though. I don't think the brother should go to jail. These women wanted him in jail. For what? I don't think he deserved jail time. I think this is fair, though. 2 years probation, 100 hours. You can't be on the dating apps. And you can't contact your ex-wives. One of them going to come back to him. One of them gonna come back. I can guarantee one of them gonna come back, man. But seriously, could you guys have 3 wives? That'd be too much. That'd be way too much. No, I couldn't do it, man. Hell no. That's crazy. I wonder what he said to be able to juggle the 3, right? Like, you're gonna have to be on a lot of business meetings, I guess. I had to go here, got to go here. That shit would get expensive, man. Business meeting to have 3 wives, not girlfriends, wives. Crazy, man. This brother crazy. He crazy. But that's a crazy story, man. And I can tell you this: you get these 3 white women together, they are going to get marriage reform done in the beautiful, beautiful state of Florida. They're going to get marriage reform done. The database that they want, I guarantee you get these women on it who've been, emotionally scorned. They've been bamboozled, run amok, led astray. And They gonna get marriage reform, man. This brother messed it up for a whole bunch of people. But I know there's people at home, some guys at home, like, damn, he done messed it up for all of us, man. See, he got greedy. He should have just only had 2 wives. He had to get 3. He knew he couldn't handle 3. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. Look, leave the multiple wives, man. Leave that alone, man. Leave it alone. It's not worth the headache, man. I'm assuming. This crazy, man. This brother right here, he crazy. 3 wives? Mm-mm.